So tonight we are going to do Yoga Nidra, which is also sometimes called psychic sleep. It's a very deeply relaxing practice. We'll do some movement to begin to loosen up a little bit, and then we'll go into the practice itself. And at a certain point, you'll be asked for a resolution, which is called sankalpa in Sanskrit. And you don't have to worry about that if you don't have one, but if you want to make one, it's some deep goal that you have. I am an instrument of peace, or I achieve perfect health, or something, but give it a little thought before you think about it. You can do the practice without having a sankalpa, and you'll say it 3 times in the beginning of Yoga Nidra and then 3 times at the end. And again, don't worry about that. Also, with Yoga Nidra, you're encouraged to stay awake, and that is very difficult, very hard to stay awake. So if you fall asleep, don't worry, you will wake up at the end. And certainly don't be hard on yourself if you fall asleep. Eventually, as you practice more and more, you become better at staying awake during Yoga Nidra, which makes this an actual perfect thing if you have insomnia. So let's all lie on our back and just do a little bit of warming up. First, just take a moment to transition into the space of yoga. You can lie with your legs long or your knees bent, depending on how your back is this evening. And just take a few breaths. Let yourself sink into the floor. And maybe let your head roll a little bit right and left. And then rub your hands together. Let them get warm. And then cup your eyes and let your eyes relax into the warmth and beautiful darkness. This is a very healing thing for your eyes. If you need something to do, it's very relaxing. And then let's bend our knees and stand our feet. So keep your feet a little bit apart, and we're just going to let our knees drift a little bit, not all the way, a little bit right and left, and the nose is following the knees for now. And now we'll do the opposite. So the knees go left, the nose goes a little bit right. Don't go to your maximum. Just do what's really kind of lazy and easy. Keep breathing. You can exhale as you bring your knees to the ceiling and your nose to the ceiling. But if you forget, it doesn't matter. Just keep breathing continuously. And pay attention to your breath. It will tell you so much, whether you've gone too far, whether you're straining, whether you're holding your breath. Very interesting. Okay. And then just raise your foot up to the ceiling and bring it back down. And then the other foot goes. You're lengthening the hamstrings as you do this. So just keep going, reaching the sole of the foot toward the ceiling without straining. Doing what's easy. Bring your arms down. Let your arms float upward. It doesn't matter how high they go. Just keep it even with the breath. So if you're inhaling, everyone's going to be a little different. Inhaling up and then exhaling down. Feel the shoulder blades getting massage against the floor as you do this. Inhaling, just where it's easy for you, especially if you have shoulder issues. It could be this. That could be your movement this evening. So just honor whatever it is you have this evening and let the breath be your guide. And then you can hold your toe or you can hold behind the knee, and we'll do sort of a happy baby pose. So if you've seen babies, they do stuff like this, just sort of enjoying themselves. They play with their toes. They're learning their boundaries. So you can do this. You can click the heels together and bring them apart. And as I said before, you can just hold your knees and go wherever it makes you happy. You can do little circles, circling the ankles. Just something to sort of warm yourself up. Let your head be part of the movement. This is nice for your back too. And then come to double kneaded chest pose and just hold that for a second. Feel the belly breath press against your thighs. This is a very healing pose. Let your face relax. Let your jaw relax. Let your breath relax. And then lengthen your left leg. We'll do single kneaded chest pose with just the right knee to the chest, hugging it there. Taking some nice, simple breaths. Letting the breath be. Listening to the breath. Learning from the breath. You could spend the rest of your life learning from the breath. It's that rich. And then slide your heel forward, switch, lengthen. Breathing. Then bring the other knee back. Drape your fingers in the same direction as your toes and glue your knees together and begin to make a small circle, massaging your low back. This can be a wonderful thing if you have low back issues. Smaller is better. Slower is better with the breath. And let's reverse the circle going the other way. And then put your feet down. Now your heel is going to be right in front of your sitting bones. You can actually find it. It's that bone that you sit on. You want about a fist between your knees as you're doing this. We're going to do bridge. So let your arms rest and begin to sink your low back. Just lift your tail You're not going anywhere yet. You're just suggesting a bridge. You're just lifting your tail up and letting it release back down to a neutral position. Do several of those. Now feel the whole palm print, well, I guess it's a sole print of your foot on the floor. And as you're doing this, steer your knee towards your second toe. If you have trouble, you can put your block between your knees. That will help you, and that will lengthen the front of the hips. And so now we're going to actually lift the sacrum up a little bit, bring it back down. So you're lifting from the tail, and then bone, 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 and then bone, bone, bone. So you lift up, and then you come down the way you went up. So the tail is the last thing to come down, but the first thing to come up. And as you get a little bit more acclimated to this, then you go a little bit higher, but you don't have to force it. And it doesn't matter how high you go. Just go where it feels just right for this evening. You can grow your bridge. Lengthen the back of the neck. Lifting up, pressing through the front of the hips, and then lowering down. That's right. Good. Then lengthen your legs. Now, if you have shoulder issues, you can leave your arms out here. If you're okay bringing your arms overhead, do that. And lengthen the wrist and the ankle apart from each other. And then rest for a second, breathe. And then bend your right knee. Bring your right arm in front of you, and then lift your head and you're on your belly now. So we're moving to the belly, and we'll start in crocodile pose. I will demonstrate. So you put down one forearm, you put down the other forearm, your legs are wide, your heels are dropped in, and you rest your forehead on your forearm. Now here, you can actually wag your tail. So I'm just moving my tailbone from right to left, and that gives me a nice sort of a warm up of the groin area, which is good if you have a tight groin. This is something, just do a little bit, but it can be very soothing and healing for that. So once you've done that a little bit, then just rest and breathe into your belly and just rest. This is a great pose if you feel you need calming. Okay, then bring your legs together. We'll do some cobra. So you'll inhale up, exhale down, inhale up with a nice long neck, exhale down. When you do this pose, don't look up like I'm doing. Keep the back of your neck long and just inhale and exhale. Then lengthen your arms and legs and walk backward. You keep the front of the hip and the forehead on the mat at all times. Do not lift high because it's not good for your back. You're just going to lift an inch. So opposite arm and leg lift. This strengthens your back if you do it properly. And rest. Now come to Superman. You lift your arms, your legs, and your head. You can interlace your fingers. You can leave them apart. And this is up to you. Just hold the pose for whatever period of time you feel you want to. It's very strengthening for your back. And then come to crocodile when you're finished again. And relax. And then come to your hands and knees, but you're not going to be on your wrists. I'm going to show you variations. So you can either be on your elbows with your thumbs up. This is protective for people with repetitive strain injury. And you can do pelvic tilt or a cat curl here. You can also do a martial arts pose if that's okay, but if it hurts at all, don't do it. Do the other way. So you're going to round your back, exhaling, bring the spine to the ceiling, and then lengthen head to tail. Inhaling and exhaling. So exhale as you go up. Inhale as you come back to neutral. Now separate your knees and sit back on your heels. If this is not comfortable, you can put a pillow or a block under your buttocks. Don't strain, and then either rest here. You can put a block under your head if you want. Elevate the head. Find a pose that you can really relax in. Child's pose. And then let's thread the needle. So here, you're going to take your right wrist, put it underneath your left wrist, and then come down. And if you can reach the floor, that's fine, and stay and thread the needle. Otherwise, you can use the block for your head. So just play around with whatever range of motion is right for you this evening. I'm going to be here. And just stay there and breathe for a second. This opens up the ribs and the lungs. And then we'll do the other side. Set yourself up, slide and relax. Good. And then let's come back to our belly. And we're going to do something to lengthen our quadriceps. So just play with bringing the heel toward the buttocks and then rest the forehead on the left forearm and hold your right ankle. Now you can hold your pant leg or you can just press into the floor. Whatever you do, do not do harm. That's against yoga. Do something that feels nice. And then press your hip toward the floor. Half bow pose. We spend a lot of time sitting, and this helps alleviate the tightness that comes from that. And other side. Very good. Okay. Now have your strap ready, and we will do some lengthening for the hamstrings. So lie on your back. So you lie on your back, and then you bring your leg up to the ceiling and reach for whichever loop your hand naturally would reach for, and then relax. Do not pull. You're just relaxing the hamstring here. The weight of your arms is resting into the strap, and that's plenty. You don't need to pull. And then change your legs. Other leg goes in the loop. You may have to adjust the strap. You may not. Good. Take the strap, put it to the side, and then cross your right ankle over your left knee. Keep the foot flat. Draw your left knee towards your thigh. Reach through the gap created by your right leg and do what we call pretzel pose, pigeon pose. If this isn't comfortable, you can just press your knee if it's not comfortable for your hands. You can also stand on your block, and that will take the place of your hands. And of course, you can change the block to whatever height you need. And then we'll do the other side, left ankle over right knee, reaching through the gap. It's easier to see on this side. See, I'm reaching through the leg there. And breathe. Good. And then have your strap again. Put it around the outside of your knees. Put the soles of the feet together. Cross the strap. So you're holding the right end with the left hand and the left end with the right hand. And then just relax. Open. Buddha pose. We're relaxing. Breathe. And relax. Relax your belly. Very good. Now we'll roll to our right side and we'll be doing some arm circles. So if you have shoulder issues, what you do is you touch your elbow and just make a small circle here. If it's okay with you, you can do this. Or you can actually sweep around the floor and do it really full open like that. I'm just going to stay in the air this evening. So just circle the arm within the full range of motion, but the full pain-free range of motion. Do not do damage to yourself. A lot of people have shoulder issues. Good. And then put the palms together, slide over your arm and your clavicle into a beautiful twist. Let the head look toward the hand and just enjoy relaxing in a beautiful twist and breathe. And then come back home and we will do the other side. So transition to your other side. The side lying position and begin to circle your arm in a comfortable way. Reaching up and back and down and around, inhaling on the way up, exhaling on the way down, nice and slow. Enjoy. One more. Good, and then put the palms together, slide open into a beautiful twist. Stay there and relax. Now, if this isn't comfortable, you can support yourself with pillows. You don't have to go all the way. You could go this far, and that would be your position for tonight. You could lean against a bolster. So make yourself really comfortable, because that way you can deepen the pose and relax. Your breath will do the rest. Yoga is not a competition, not even with yourself. Yoga is about nurturance, self-love, taking care of you. Good. And then close that up and come to Shavasana. So some of you will be lying with your legs over a bolster. Some of you will be lying with your legs long, and just find the perfect place. If you have an eye pillow or a dark cloth to put over your eyes, that's a nice thing to do. Also, cover yourself with a light blanket because your metabolism was slow. It's not good to be cold in Shavasana, even though you might feel warm now. I really highly recommend that you have a blanket on. So take a moment to set yourself up, and then we will do our Yoga Nidra. Get ready for Yoga Nidra. Lie in Shavasana and make yourself as comfortable as possible. Keep your feet apart and let them flop a little sideways, arms near the body with the palms upward. Adjust your blanket, clothing, and position so that you can practice Yoga Nidra without moving and without any physical discomfort. Please close your eyes and keep them closed. The practice of Yoga Nidra is the act of hearing and the act of feeling. These are the only important factors. In Yoga Nidra, you function on the level of awareness plus the level of listening. In dreams, you have no control. In Yoga Nidra, you are the creator of the dream. Give yourself some time to become calm and steady. Take a deep breath, and as you breathe in, feel calmness diffusing throughout the body. As you breathe out, say to yourself mentally, relax. Become aware of sounds in the distance. Become aware of the most distant sounds you can hear. Let your sense of hearing operate just like a radar beam, searching out any distant sounds and following them for a few seconds. Move your attention quickly from sound to sound without attempting to identify the source. Gradually bring your attention to closer sounds, to sounds outside the building, and then to sounds inside the building. Now, develop your awareness of this room. Without opening your eyes, visualize the four walls. The ceiling, the floor, your body lying on the floor. Become aware of the existence of your physical body lying on the floor. Total awareness of your body lying in perfect stillness. Your body is lying on the floor. Develop awareness of the meeting points between your body and the floor. The heels in the floor, the buttocks in the floor, the shoulder in the floor, the head in the floor, your arms on the floor. Now become aware of the natural breath. Be very aware of the deep, natural, spontaneous breath. Do not concentrate, for this will interfere with the natural process. Keep on listening and know that you are breathing. The practice of Yoga Nidra begins now. Say mentally to yourself, I am going to practice Yoga Nidra. I will not sleep. I am going to practice Yoga Nidra. This is the time to make your resolve, a simple resolve. Please state your resolve with feeling and awareness 3 times. Now we will do rotation of consciousness through different centers of the body. As quickly as possible, your awareness is jumping from point to point. Repeat mentally the name of each part and simultaneously become aware of that part. Beginning with the right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand, wrist, elbow, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, right thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand, wrist, elbow, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, left thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Right shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, right buttock, left buttock, the spine, the whole of the back together. Top of the head, forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the space between the eyebrows, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, nose, tip of the nose, upper lip, lower lip, chin, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right chest, left chest, middle of the chest, navel, abdomen, lower abdomen, the whole of the right leg, the whole of the left leg, both legs together, whole of the right arm, whole of the left arm, both arms together, whole of the back, whole of the front, whole of the head together, the whole body, the whole body, the whole body, the whole body, the whole body together. Now draw your attention to the natural ingoing and outgoing breath. Feel the breath move along the passage between the navel and the throat. On inhalation, it rises from the navel to the throat. On exhalation, it descends from the throat to the navel. Be completely aware of the respiration. Navel to throat, throat to navel. Do not try to force the breath, just awareness. Now, as you breathe in, feel the body expand, and as you breathe out, feel the body relax. Inhale and relax the body with healing energy. Exhale and expand, feeling the impurities flow out of your system on the breath. Inhale and expand as the prana flows to every cell and every fiber of the body. Exhale and relax, washing away negativity and impurities. Become aware of Manipura chakra, the psychic center in the solar plexus region. Manipura chakra in the spinal cord behind the navel. As you exhale, feel the vital energy in the center of your body gathering in Manipura chakra. Exhale and withdraw all your prana, all your healing life force into Manipura chakra. Then, as you inhale, feel this healing energy streaming to all parts of your body. See the prana as streaks of light converging on Manipura as you exhale. Then, as you inhale, visualize this healing prana flaring out from Manipura to all parts of your body like golden, healing sun rays. See a brilliant sun, a golden, fiery sun at your navel, pulsing with health-giving energy. Just as from a charcoal fire, you see sparks shooting out with hissing noise, so you see the healing energies moving in your body. Clearly see luminous shafts of energy, like the iridescent light streaks streaming forth from fireworks. Imagine Manipura to be a storehouse of infinite light streaks. It's like a volcano erupting light particles that move with white lightning speed. They permeate the whole body. Then the eruption stops and the lightning withdraws to the source to reappear at the next explosion. Volcano of bright, healing prana. Now bring your awareness to Chitikasha. Concentrate on the space you see in front of your closed eyes. In this space, you see a blue sky, a giant golden sun. The warmth and the golden energy of this sun. An explosion of light. A blue sky. A cross. A six-pointed star. A garden with a circular pool at the center. In the pool, a fountain. From the fountain, a fine spray of golden, life-giving liquid. Blue lotus. White lotus. Red lotus. Shiva lingam. A candle flame. A golden egg. Stars at night. Golden harvest moon. A golden river. a sea of golden liquid. An endless golden ocean. See yourself at the edge of this ocean. You dive into the sea. Feel it surround every part of your body. Refreshing, tingling, soaking to the very depth of your being. Recharging your whole body with vitality. Smooth feeling. See yourself diving to the depths of the ocean, deep, toward a shining green jewel. Hold this sea emerald. Gaze into the green jewel. It explodes in a blaze of light, and you find yourself on the shore. You find yourself safely on the shore. Now bring your awareness back to Chittakash. Bring your awareness back to the dark space you see before your closed eyes. Watch the darkness that you see very carefully with detachment. Do not become involved. Rest your mind in this warm and friendly darkness. If any subtle phenomena manifest, for example, colors or patterns, simply take note of these and continue with your awareness. If thoughts occur, let them come and go. Do not interfere or become involved in the mental disturbances which may occur, but continue to watch the dark space with complete awareness. Resolve, resolve, resolve. Remember your resolve. Repeat the same resolve you made at the beginning of the practice in the same words and with the same attitude. Repeat your resolve with feeling and emphasis 3 times. Now become aware of your breathing. Become aware of your natural breath. Awareness of breathing and awareness of relaxation. Develop awareness of relaxation and awareness of your physical existence. Become aware of your arms and legs and your body lying stretched out on the floor. Develop awareness of the room, the walls, the ceiling, noises in the room, and noises outside. Bring your mind out. Become completely external. Lie quietly for a few moments, keeping your eyes closed. Now begin to move your body, wiggling the fingers and toes, gently making small movements. Do not hurry. Just moving your fingers and toes. And then gradually begin to transition to your right side and rest in a fetal position. And when you feel awake, very gently transition to a seated position. Slowly, you can open your eyes. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Hari Om Tat Sat. So sit tall, feeling the effects of this deep practice, this profound practice. Letting the breath come and go. And then let one of the breaths lift your arms like a wave. Inhaling, gathering peace and prana, bringing it into your heart. And let's all take a deep breath of gratitude for yoga. And thank you all so much for coming this evening.